The Physiology series, episode 6. People often stand up after a session and say, I feel lighter, I can breathe again, I feel taller, or it feels like I'm in a different body. They're right. For a brief but powerful period after an adaptive bodywork session, you are in a different body, a reorganized body, a better informed body, a body communicating more clearly than it has in a long time. This is not a placebo, it is physiology. During a session, mechanoreceptors are reactivated. Glide is restored between layers of tissue, space returns to compressed structures, and sensory communication across the body sharpens. Your nervous system receives a surge of new coherent information. This creates what I call the post-session window, a period of heightened plasticity when your nervous system is especially receptive to adopting a new pattern as its baseline. But here is the part most people are never told. What you do after the session determines whether the change stabilizes or fades back into the old prediction. During this window, your sensory system is wide open. Your body map has just been updated, but it has not yet been consolidated. The nervous system is recalibrating how you stand, how you breathe, how you walk, and how you orient yourself in space. This recalibration is sensitive. Everything you do during this time feeds your nervous system information about which version of yourself to keep. Movement is the single most important factor. Walking after a session is one of the most effective ways to stabilize the new organization. Not power walking, not exercise, just relaxed, curious walking that allows the nervous system to explore the new structure. Every step sends a message that says, this is the body we're using now. This level of ease is safe. This organization works. Movement anchors the change. Stillness, especially seated stillness, can collapse the window. When you sit immediately after a session, the hips compress, the spine collapses, the breath narrows, and the body returns to familiar protective patterns. Without realizing it, you are feeding your nervous system the exact information we just worked to update. Driving right after a session is one of the most common ways people unintentionally overwrite the change. This does not mean that the work didn't last. It means the old prediction won the negotiation. Awareness plays a critical role. Simply noticing how you feel, the ease, the balance, the space, reinforces the new pattern. Awareness is information. When you stay present inside your body, your nervous system receives confirmation that this new state is useful and reliable. People often ask, will it last? The most accurate answer is this. The session creates change. Your choices determine how long that change remains accessible. The body adapts to whatever you repeatedly do during the hours that follow. If you move, breathe, and explore, the nervous system adopts the new prediction. If you collapse immediately into old postures and habits, the system returns to what it knows best. Not because you failed, but because the nervous system always chooses the most familiar option, unless it is shown a better one repeatedly. The work does not fade. Your perception fades because your nervous system adapts quickly to anything that feels better. You normalize improvement within minutes. That is not loss, it is integration. The post-session window is your opportunity to turn possibility into permanence. In episode 7 of the Physiology series, you learn why changes sometimes last, why they sometimes fade, and exactly how to make new patterns stick over time.